In this video, we are going to learn about literal. What is a literal in Java programming? We just open Edit Plus and write one example, and we will learn about literal. The name of the class is B. In the main method, we have one statement, system.out.println. Within this left parenthesis and right parenthesis, we have this quote, opening quote and closing quote. Inside that we have this content, hello space world exclamation mark. Whatever the content we have inside this quote, we are considering it as a string. We are considering it as a string. Now, it is also one type of literal. It is also one type of literal. Now, what is the definition of literal? A literal is a constant value that can be assigned to a variable. A literal is a constant value that can be assigned to a variable. What is variable? That you will understand in the coming video. As of now, we are considering it as a constant string value, and it is one of the literal. It is one of the literal type. And we have totally 5 types of literal in Java programming. First one, string literal. Second one, integer literal. Third one, floating literal. Fourth one, character literal. Fifth one, Boolean literal. So here inside this system.out.println, we are directly supplying this literal value, and it is of type string. Like that, we develop another 4 statements, and let us supply the literal values. To create the same statement in the next line, to create the same statement in the next line, you just need to go to the end of this statement or line, and you just need to press Ctrl J. It is the shortcut in the Edit Plus. So you can keep any number of statement. It is just copying the previous line to the next line. Now, totally we have 5 statements. The very first statement, that is indicating, or that is printing string literal or string value. Second statement, here I'm supplying 10,000. You can observe I removed this quote. Now this value represents integer literal. This value we can consider it as a string, this value we can consider it as a integer literal. And then what do we have? that is floating point 10.0. Okay, here as well you can observe that I'm not supplying this value inside a quote. Okay, inside a pair of quote. If you're giving inside a pair of quote, that will be considered as the string. Okay, that is what we have in the first statement. First statement representing the string literal, second statement representing the integer literal, third statement representing the floating point literal, and fourth statement is to represent character literal. Character literal within a single quote. Okay, within a single quote we are supplying this character. We should only supply a single character. We should only supply a single character within a single quote, within a pair of single quote. This we are considering it as a character literal. And let me just once again supply it by using by supplying another character, that is uppercase A. Okay, it is also perfectly valid, and as long as we are supplying a single character. Okay, whatever the character it is, that should be single. Okay, more than one character we cannot supply within a single quote, a single character. And once again I'm supplying this special symbol, special character, right? Ampersand. Now all these three statements we can consider it as character literal or character value. Next we have the Boolean literal. In case of Boolean, there will be only two values. Either it can be true or it can be false. Either it can be true or it can be false. Only two values. Other than that, there is no value for Boolean. Either it should be true or false. These two statements comes under Boolean literal. Just save this program. In my case, I'll be saving this program in this src folder. The name of the file I'm going to give same as the class name, that is B. Save it and go to the command prompt. Trigger the command to compile this program. Java C space -d space double dot forward slash classes space b dot java. Successfully, .class file has been generated inside the classes folder. Now we can able to run that generated class. Java space -cp space double dot forward slash classes B. Just press enter. We are running this class. What are we getting here? The first output, or the first line, belongs to the first SOP statement. SOP means system.out.println. That is the short for system.out.println, SOP. This is the string literal, and 10,000 is the integer literal, 20.0 is the floating point literal, small a, capital A, and ampersand or and symbol, that is character literal, and these two, true and false, comes under boolean literal. And all these things, or all these values, we are considering it as the literal. As you can see here, we are directly supplying the literal values by using the system.out.println statement, and we are not assigning it to a variable. We can assign it to a variable that we will see in the coming videos. We are just directly supplying, and we are just directly printing onto the console, right? So this is about Java programming literals in Java programming.